Soul is a very beautiful movie in terms of visualization, animation, and of course, the plot. It ended up winning an Academy Award for Best Feature Film. Very respectful. Pixar sure makes some beautiful CGI movies, but while I watched it, something just didn't add up. Before I go ahead with the rant, here's a summary of the movie. Those who've watched it can skip to this timestamp, and for those who were unfortunate to not watch it, they can see this part, which means that you're fine with me spoiling the movie. Let's get started. The story revolves around Joe Gardner, who's voiced by Jamie Foxx. He aspires to be a professional jazz musician. He currently leads a boring life, teaching stupid, disinterested kids, and eventually gets his big break in the form of a gig with a famous jazz personality. And then he accidentally dies. And then the story revolves around how he learns about how souls get their personalities and interests and shit before they're express mailed to Earth, as well as his dire desire to get back to his body. Eventually he meets 22, a soul who didn't get to go back to Earth and doesn't feel like living as a human, and the two accidentally switch bodies, and 22 suddenly wants to live as a human. Eventually Joe gets back to his body at the cost of 22's Earth pass, but he reconciles with her, and eventually all is well that ends well. Now to the part which doesn't add up in the film. If this was a movie about souls, why aren't there trees and animals shown as souls? The only souls like that was the cat whose body Joe inhabited accidentally, and a dog of sorts who still looked like a human. And this was something that disappointed me. Every day, trees are cut, plants and vegetation are cut and burned, animals are poached, chickens and goat are slaughtered for their meat, not to mention cows as well. Elephants are killed for their precious ivory-laden tusks, and you know what, the list just goes on. I understand Soul is a movie for everyone, but I'm disappointed that they didn't show animals and plants. Like, they too have a soul. It's upsetting that the studio did not see them having a soul. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's because they're kids. I was like 5 or 6 when I began seeing the dark side of life and humanity in general. So take that they're kids bullshit and shove it up your asshole, because that is a lame ass excuse, alright? Eventually kids will learn and see what reality is, and it's wrong if they're raised with the thought that life is a happy fairy tale seen in such CGI movies. I guess that's all for my rant about Soul. I understand if it sounded dark to y'all, but
that's life!
If you think there's anything else which is off about the movie, you can write it down in the comment section for everyone to see. And for those who are new here, hi, I'm the learn-eee-an. I play and make games, and apparently I rant about shit. Subscribe, it won't bite. I guess that's it. See ya.